What's up, YouTube? Let me adjust the little scenery here. Oh, hold on. What's going on, guys? This is Mike McKinstry with episode number 31 of Coffee with Bassquatch. Got my coffee right here. So if you guys noticed, I'm using a flat black custom Bassquatch Hunter TV traveling mug here with a slider lid. Pretty sweet tumbler here, guys. If you're interested in getting these, message me and I will send you the guy's info in Texas that makes these. You don't have to buy them through me. You go right through this guy directly. You can pick your colors. Not only can you get my logo on it, but you can also get on the other side anything you want on the back. So there you go. These things are pretty sweet. So message me if you're interested. So what's up, everyone? This is I haven't been this excited to do a Coffee with Bassquatch in a long time. I am super excited because I am going to talk about Texas. And I'm very excited for that. What's up, Todd? How you doing, man? Well, let me get this camera thing figured out. It's like way off centered. There we go. So, Texas, holy crap. Most of you guys know, unless you've been avoiding my Facebook page for the last 10 days, because I've been posting like crazy. I got back from Texas last night. I arrived at like 10 o'clock last night, and it was absolutely amazing. Todd said, had a kick-ass first tourney this weekend at Ohio Alum. Love this stuff. Yes, man. Tournaments are fun, man. Hosting tournaments is a whole new world. It looked like you had a great event, so congrats to you and all the other guys at Michigan Ohio group, man. I'm glad that the first one was great. The next one's going to be even better, guys, I promise. John Ferguson said, how's the weather? It's cold and snowing. Todd said, badass shirt. Thank you, Ron Champion, by the way, for the shirt. Thanks, babe. Can you turn the TV down? Thank you. My wife is going to get dinner right now, and she is going to the closest somewhat authentic Mexican restaurant because I'm so hooked on Mexican food right now. James Reed said, any jet lag? Not really jet lag as much as heat lag. My body got so acclimated to the hot weather, the humidity, and the salt that I went outside today for a little bit and just kind of stood there and played with my dog for a little bit just to get the cold air feels good because I had a sunburn. So, but I like the air up here better because there's no salt in it. So I like that part. It's not as hot, and nothing here wants to kill me. So let's do a quick recap here. So for those of you guys who don't know, I went to Texas for 10 days. I went to Austin, I went to Port Aransas, I went to Corpus Christi, I went to North Padre, I went to Laguna, I went to this really amazing South Texas area around Alice, Texas, that was like Mexico to me. I had such an amazing time. It was absolutely incredible. I'm not going to be able to describe everything in detail because it won't do it justice. Texas is amazing. The people in Texas are amazing. I don't have goggle eyes, by the way. It's just the shadow. See, I have an even sunburn. My sunburn's pretty even. I don't wear sunglasses all the time, so it's just the way the light is because my camera's on an angle. So first of all, I want to thank the guys at Feel Free Kayaks, the guys at Yak Gear, and not just the people that run the companies, but the people who work at the companies and the team members and the pro staff and everybody that was there to help this event go off without a hitch. I can't thank you guys enough. I'll be forever grateful for that trip. Also, some guys on the Feel Free team like Justin Stiles, Clint Edwards, those dudes literally made my trip possible the whole first half because I borrowed gear, bait, advice, knowledge, everything from those guys. So Clint Edwards, Justin Stiles, dude, love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys again. Thanks for making my trip so awesome. And then, of course, Denver McClure, Roland, Jim, everybody at Feel Free. Mark Cisneros, a great photographer, great videographer, great dude, good friend. great guy, Mark. Everyone was so amazing at that in the trip. Thank you, John Bolton. Appreciate it, man. Super chat is turned on, so you can donate to the channel to help fund everything we do here. And trust me, there's some big stuff coming to this channel, so every little bit helps. I really appreciate it. So thank you, John Bolton, man. I really appreciate your support as always, man. You're a great dude. So everyone was amazing, and I got to fish in saltwater for my first time in a kayak. And John Ferguson asked how many reds I ended up catching. We caught a lot. I caught a very big. I got the biggest red the first half of the trip. I got the biggest trout, the biggest bass. So I lived up to my Bassquatch name. Although I did get outfished, of course, in traditional Bassquatch hunter fashion. I got outfished by a girl on the second half of the trip. This girl that was with us, Cora, super sweetheart. Her boyfriend is the guy who does Texas Redfish Hunter. He's got a really cool YouTube channel. So you guys got to check out Texas Redfish Hunter. If you want to see some really cool redfish footage, go to his channel on YouTube. Again, it is Texas Redfish Hunter. Super nice guy. His name is Drew. I can't say enough about him and his girlfriend. They're two of the nicest people. I invited them to come stay at my house in Michigan and get them on some toothy critters up here that we don't have down there. But yeah, two great people. So check out his channel, show him some love. Comment on one of his videos and let him know that the Bassquatch sent you there. But yeah, so his girlfriend Cora, like I said, super nice girl, sweetheart, great person. She outfished me. Everybody. She got the biggest red of the whole trip. So she had a beautiful bull red. It was incredible. So second half of the trip. So the first half, amazing people, great times, awesome. Like my first saltwater experience. Second half, I met up with the Yak Gear guys. We had, and if I forget names, I apologize, but we had Chris Castro there, which is another great dude. David, I'm gonna screw up his name. I did the whole trip. Marsikel, I think. Sorry, dude. Amazing. I'm so glad I met that guy. He works with the Yak Gear. He's also another great videographer, photographer. But super great dude. I'm so glad I made friends with that guy, and I got to learn a lot from him. And Bill Bragman, of course, one of the best people I've met in the sport. He's the man behind Yak Gear. So one of the nicest people and supporters that I have. And Mike Morales from Fin Factory. Holy crap. Mike Morales from Fin Factory. One of the coolest people ever. So he was our guide. So he has an incredible guide service. He also has an incredible retail shop right in Corpus Christi, and was not only just a generous host. He took us to his family ranch in South Texas, caught some bass, took us out, got me on my first skipjack, which was one of the best fights I've had. Got me on some beautiful trout, and just an overall great dude. Him and his family. Fin Factory in Texas it's a family-run business. Like his daughter is the manager of his store. Naomi, who's a sweetheart too. I love Naomi. She's so cool. So it's like, if you want a cool experience in Corpus Christi, go to Fin Factory. Check out his shop. You can not only buy your baits there. They have Z-Man stuff, Yak Gear, Real Blaza. Get your kayaks there, everything. But he can also take you out on a guided trip and get you on fish with all your gear that you just got from the store. So it's an all-around experience. So if you go to Texas, or if you want to go to Texas, I highly, highly recommend. Look up Mike Morales on Facebook. Look up Fin Factory on Facebook and get a hold of those guys. Him and Eric and everybody there, incredible people too. So we had that trip, like Holton Walker was there too. Holton's a great dude. I've met Holton one other time, and one of the nicest, down-to-earth people I've ever met. So if you guys know Holton, or if you don't know him, find him on Facebook, shoot him a message, and say hi. He's a great dude, too. Another guy that was there for me, did a lot of favors for me, and got me through this whole trip. And I relied on a lot of favors for this trip. One, I didn't know what to expect. And Texas is, like, people from Texas, I have to say, have to be some of the toughest people on this planet, because they live in Mars. Like, it's pretty much Mars. It's seriously one of the harshest environments that I've visited. So everything in the water wants to kill you. There's not really a friendly fish in the water. Like, even the hermit crabs will pinch you. I mean, there's nothing in that water that wants to be friends with you. There's nothing. You're not going to find Nemo in there and think everything's friendly. Everything in the saltwater wants to hurt you. There's teeth, there's prongs, there's bacteria, slime, stingers. I mean, there's everything in the saltwater wants to hurt you. And then when you're on land, everything on land wants to hurt you. Like the plants don't just have like little thorns like a rose bush that we're used to, or like little pickers that like, oh, that's inconvenient scratches. It's like they have like pokers, like samurai swords, like this long. There's even plants in Texas that if you get too close, they hit you. Like it's like legit. Like plants can actually attack you. There's scorpions, there's fire ants, there's tarantulas and rattlesnakes, and I mean, there's so many things that want to cause you harm. Like the caterpillars can like make you suffer for weeks. So everything on land wants to hurt you in Texas. Everything in the water wants to hurt you in Texas. Then you have the weather. You have crazy winds. You have salt in the air that just dehydrates your skin and dries you out. You have hurricanes. You have like Texas is a harsh environment, and I give everybody there so much credit. The heat, the sun. I mean, it's just like no matter where you turn, it's just like something there is trying to like get you. I'm so spoiled here in Michigan where we don't really like. You'll never hear me complain about mosquitoes in Michigan again, because the mosquitoes in Texas are like huge. They're huge, and when they like, I still have bites from Texas from mosquitoes. Like when you get near one mosquito, there's 1,000 that swarm you, and they don't joke around. Like those, everything's bigger in Texas, and mosquitoes are no exception. Big worm. Everything is bigger in Texas. Yes, Mark, it is. Big Worm 512, by the way, is Mark Cisneros, who was that guy I was talking about earlier. Super great dude, great filmographer and or videographer, and can't wait to see what his work is from video. Should have invited all them people to join us for tonight's episode. That would have been cool, actually. I should have invited everybody from the Texas trip to talk on here, too. That'd be kind of cool. Mike Roberts said, at least it's warm here in Michigan. Yeah, it's snowing and cold. Chuck said, stop, you're making me miss home. I don't blame you, dude. I love Texas so much. The culture, I'll get into that in a second. I'll get more into Texas. Phil Spice just said, Michigan is literally trying to freeze us to death. Yeah, but that's it. That's it. We don't really have anything in the water that can hurt you, like for the most part. There's really nothing on the land that can really hurt you for the most part. Mark says, oh, Mike needs a cupcake with sprinkles on top. Jesse said, what's up? Your sunburn looks better. Yeah, I'm weird. I have like olive skin as it is, so when I get sunburned, it only lasts for like a day or two, and then it turns into like a tan. So I don't really get burned too bad. Todd said, Texas is beast hot though. So one of my favorite things about Texas, besides the amazing people that I got to meet, which was my favorite part, honestly, like it's so I don't have a filter. I've warned you guys this for a long time, so I hope I don't offend anybody because it doesn't come from a bad spot. So sorry if I say this incorrectly or anything, but so in Michigan, most of the Hispanic population is not in great areas, so it's kind of associated with bad areas. Down south, like the best people I've met in the best areas, the best food, all the culture is the Hispanic culture. It's just absolutely amazing. I literally had some of the best food I've ever had in my entire life, and it was like the cheapest food at places that you might second guess going into, and the best food I've ever had. I had Mosquitos con huevos 3 times, which is like a dried beef, which is Mosquitos. It's a dried beef with eggs and peppers and onions and refried beans and potatoes, and you mix it all together. It's like this authentic Mexican amazingness. And then I had my first real gordita. So if you people go to Taco Bell and get gorditas, shame on you, because a real gordita is probably one of the best things I've ever had. It's like this thick corn puffy tortilla on top and bottom, like a burger, filled with amazing goodness. Like I can't even explain in words how good a real gordita is compared to the garbage that Taco Bell puts out, because night and day difference. Night and day. The food is amazing. The music is amazing. The people are incredible. Like the ethnicity, the culture. Like I'm so lucky to be able to witness all these things, because I love South Texas. I really do. I'm sure North Texas, East Texas, West Texas, they all have their charm. I'm sure they're all incredible places, like most states are. Every state's got some love and culture, but South Texas, man, holy crap! Like if I could move to one place and somehow be safe from all of the nature that wants to hurt me, it'd be South Texas. Um, South Texas was amazing. Um, I'm super jealous of everybody who gets to live down there and who's tough enough to live down there, because you can't be weak and live in Texas. It's no joke. It's super hot, and then it gets super cold, and then it gets super windy. Then you have hurricanes, and all the animals. Like I said earlier, everything scratches you, bites you, burns you. I mean, it's Texas is a scary place. Like, you got to be a tough mofo to survive. It's tough. It really is. And the fishery, holy crap. So in Michigan, most places in the inner U.S., you might travel a mile, maybe 3 miles in a kayak throughout a whole day on a lake. You go out to the flats in Texas and the Gulf, you'll travel 5-6 miles each way, and that's nothing to these people. Like, my legs have never been so sore. I actually recovered pretty quickly, but yesterday, walking around the airports, my legs were like jello. Like, I was kind of like wobbling, and I mean, I had to pedal. Luckily, I didn't have to paddle I had to paddle a lot because the flats get really shallow. But I had to pedal miles and miles every single day. And these people, like, everyone in Texas is just used to it. They're like, yeah, we're going 5 miles. It'll be a short trip. And it's like, oh, it's only 25-mile-an-hour winds. That's not that bad. We can pedal against 25-mile-an-hour winds. It's not bad. It's like, I was scared to go in the water more than one day because it was 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts, like 31, 30. Like, I don't kayak in that kind of wind. Most people don't. These guys are like, yeah, we're gonna go 10 miles in this wind, like it was nothing, because they are die hard. Like, hats off, man. Seriously, like, hats off. Everybody in Texas that I met, incredible people, very tough people, because I whined a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna play it off like I was Mr. Tough Guy. I was afraid to get in the water because there's oyster beds that can cut your feet open, and if you fall on them, you could seriously, like, severely injure yourself bad. There's stingrays that could kill you if you step on them on accident. There's jellyfish everywhere. There's sharks. There's so many things that I was afraid of by never seeing them before. And I whined about it. I had a shrimp poke me in the finger. I didn't even know shrimp could hurt you. Yeah, spiders. Yes, there was a spider about this big on the ground, and nobody cared. Like, Mark, he was like, yeah, it's like a baby tarantula, no big deal. I'm like, what do you mean no big deal? Like, I filmed it. I got my cameras out. I was like, this is amazing. Like, nobody cares that there's a spider. Like I would burn my house down if I saw that in my house. And in Texas, they're like, oh, look, there's some scorpions. Like, it's crazy. Like, no joke, and I say this with 100% confidence. People in Texas are some of the toughest people possible. Seriously. Like, if any of us Michiganders ever complain about mosquitoes again, go to Texas. If we ever complain about wind, go to Texas. If we complain about, oh my God, the wind was so strong it knocked a branch on my house, go to Texas and look what they did. Look what they dealt with. If you like, oh, I'm scared to go in the water because of seaweed, go jump in the water in Texas and see what's there. It's too hot in Michigan. Check out Texas. Like, everything that we can complain about here, we take for granted here, go to Texas. Those people deal with so much. It's amazing. Milton just donated a very random amount, so thank you very much for the very random amount. Awesome. I appreciate it, no matter what it is. Just, why the weird amount? I'm kind of curious. There's got to be some kind of meaning behind it. Also, another big thing, I caught my first redfish. My first redfish was about this big. Wasn't anything special. It fought like it was this big. I thought I was pulling in a truck. Redfish are no joke. They fight incredibly hard. I caught my second redfish, and it was this big. It was 27 inches with a weird tail. Looked like a hockey stick. If you haven't seen it, go on my Facebook page. The weirdest looking redfish you'll ever see. Or maybe it's not that weird if you're from Texas or from Louisiana, somewhere they have reds. To me, it was weird. that thing fought like I hooked onto a power boat, and it had a gimp tail, and I still fought. Like it just pulled out drag. Like I've never had a bass fight like that. I've had muskie fight like that, but they give up really quickly. This thing, luckily, I was anchored down. Um, and like I said earlier, my good buddy Justin Stiles helped me out because that thing was a monster. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, the biggest trout that I caught was probably the most exciting fish of my whole trip, because I lost a trout, and I'm not exaggerating, that was every bit of 25, 27 inches, and it was like this. It was fat. It was probably the fattest trout I've ever seen. And I fished rainbow trout Lake Michigan, and this thing was a monster. And I got good footage of it, trust me. I got footage of it from a camera guy and from my hat cam, so you can see it when I finish my vlog, or the actual video for Yak Gear, which I'm working on my vlog today and tomorrow. But that thing snapped off, and I was screaming. Like, I think people from Florida to Texas could hear me screaming. I was so excited and so amped up because that fight for that trout was absolutely amazing. And then my next cast, I threw it out again. Next cast, another big trout. Boom, hooked up. And you could feel that thing. It was just going zzz, pulled my drag out. It started running, and I thought it was going to spool me out. So I loosened my drag up so I don't snap off. I tightened it up, reeled it in, loosened it up. I mean, this thing, it was absolutely amazing. Amazing. And that one, the one I landed was about 20, I think it was 23 inches. I think I posted a picture of it on the fish stick, so you can see the measurement. I think it was 22 or 23 inches. That thing fought. Oh my God. That thing was just nonstop head shaking, nonstop turning. Every time it got close to me. So when specs get close to you, they see a boat, they turn, they run. They do not like boats, obviously. And that thing was, I can't wait till you guys see the footage of that, because I was standing up and I was screaming. I was like, yeah! I was so, when I landed it, first thing I did, I landed it on the floor of the kayak. I put my foot on the trout, put my arms up in the air. Oops, sorry, I kicked my camera. Sorry about that. Put my arms up in the air and screamed. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm done. I'm going home. I just watched the footage earlier, but man, that was, holy crap. So huge shout out to Mike Morales for getting me on those trout that day. He showed me a spot, and this was cool about the flats too, guys. So if you guys have never fished the flats in Texas or the Gulf period, I was not prepared for this in any way. I'm used to fishing lakes. I fish for bass, where you can look at a map of the contours of the lake. You can find the drop offs. You can find the shallows, the vegetation, the cover, and you can pretty much, for the most part, you can guess where the bass are going to be at, and you got a pretty good shot at finding them. On the flats, this is no joke. When they say chasing reds, you're chasing reds. Like, this is not a joke. You're just wide open. Everything is 4 inches to 5 foot, 6 foot deep. And it's just, you can't see shoreline. Like, it's just huge. And you're not looking for structure. You're not looking for drop-offs. You're not looking for branches overhanging. You're just chasing reds, literally. It's like no joke. Like, you're just going this way for a few miles, and then you're like, oh, maybe the reds are over here. Let's go a few miles this way. Oh, I saw reds. Let's go a few more miles this way. And you're just open, and you're casting wide open. It's such a crazy experience. And then when you get out of school, so Mike Morales, again, an amazing, not only a great dude, but a great guide. We were out in the middle, in the open, and I'm trying to cast ashore. I'm casting under like any shrubbery from the mangroves hanging over, and that's what I'm used to. He's like, hey, cast over here, and I'm like, really? Like, it's flat bottom, no structure, nothing. He goes, cast over here, it's a good spot. Sure enough, almost every cast, trout, over and over, and those trout fought like crazy. And then I caught my first skipjack, which, if you look at the pictures of the skipjack, about this big. Wasn't that big at all. Probably 17, maybe 8, maybe it was like 20 inches actually. I don't know. My vision to measure was way off because I was catching big fish that day, and everything fought like it was this big when it was only this big. So either way, it was probably about, let's just say 20 inches, which isn't that big for a skipjack or for saltwater fishing. It was probably like this big around, like a little bit bigger than a roll of paper towels, like the tube, like just the inside tube. Like, it wasn't that big. That thing fought harder than any bass I've ever caught. and it was a small skipjack. So that was a really, really cool fish for sure. I got to eat red. I don't ever keep and kill fish. I'm really against keeping fish. I'm really against killing fish. But part of the experience, I had to try redfish. I had to do it. So I couldn't clean it myself. I apologize to the people that had to clean it for me, but I couldn't cut the fish. I just had a weird moral thing with it. So I didn't clean the fish myself. But man, was that amazing. Amazing. Probably one of the best fish I've ever had until I tried flounder at one of the restaurants. It was fresh flounder caught that day. That was probably the best fish I've ever had was flounder. Before that, though, the reds, holy crap. The fresh speckled trout, oh my God. I ate nothing but Mexican food and fish for like 10 days, and it's incredible. So it's pretty funny. My wife's going to we found a Mexican restaurant around here we've never been to, and I told her like all these Mexican dishes that I had. I'm like, you gotta go find some. Like, we need Mexican food, but it won't be as good. I'll never have Mexican food as good as I did in Texas, in South Texas, because it was so authentic. It was incredible. Sorry, I missed a few comments here. Stripers fight hard also. Yes, they do. I didn't think skipjack got all that big. I thought the one you caught was a mutant. No, skipjack do get big. If you look them up, they get big. I need to get you down to Florida for some offshore king mackerel. Yeah, buddy. So I am doing a Florida trip in a few months here in July. I don't know where I'm fishing yet, but I'm definitely going to be in some fish. But, man, we went down southern Texas and stayed at the Bella Tierra Ranch, 1,000-acre ranch. What's up, Trish Godlewski? How you doing, girl? Hi. Went down to this ranch, and there was oryx there, which if you don't know what an oryx is, look it up, because that's a beautiful / scary animal. I got to hand feed longhorns that were thousands of pounds, like massive. I mean, their racks or horns were like this, like they're wider than my arms by far. It was absolutely amazing. I got to feed longhorns. I got to see all these amazing animals everywhere. Wait till you guys see the footage. I just can't wait to share the footage. Trish said, "What up, kid? We're gonna see you next weekend." You mean this coming up weekend? I'm trying. Cross my fingers. I'm trying. This weekend is a really big tournament on the west side of Michigan. It's about 3 hours west of me, for the Michigan Kayak Trail. I'm trying really hard to make it. I have a lot of things to get done between now and then, and the cutoff for registration is tomorrow. So I don't know. If I can't make the event, what I'm going to do is drive there during the event and present the trophy at the end for the Big Bass, for the Bassquatch Award, and then drive home. Like, I'm going to drive 3 hours to stay for an hour, and then drive 3 hours home. That's the least worst case scenario, I hope. But I have a lot of things to get done, and I have a big obligation Friday that I'm trying to see if I can get out of it so I can be in the tournament. Even though I'm not going to place in the tournament because I've never seen this lake, I've never fished this lake. I'm not going to be able to do good in it. I won't. I mean, there's people out there that are great anglers that have fished that lake plenty of times, and I haven't had time. Mama's going to take this one, Trish said. I hope so, Trish. I would love, like, absolutely, it would make my season to see you win a tournament, especially that big of a tournament. Like, it would make me so darn happy. I love it. I'm rooting for you, trust me. But I'm hoping to be there. If anything, like I said, I'll be there just to hang out, say hi to everyone. I'll drive 3 hours out there, hang out for an hour, present a trophy, and then drive 3 hours home. That's fine with me. I just don't know if I can make it for sure. I'm trying really hard. I like to compete in it just to compete. I'm not going to compete competitively. I definitely won't be able to keep up with everybody who knows that water well and has time to pre-fish it. And fishing a body of water you've never seen that's that big. It's over 2,000 acres. That's very big for Michigan. And the weather is going to be cold. Water temps are going to be cold. But either way. Yeah, so holy crap, Texas. I'm going back in October, I hope, knock on wood. I'm really hoping to go back in October. They invited me back in October to do the bull reds, which my like 30-inch or 20 set, whatever, my big red was nothing. The bull reds get up to 45 inches. I mean, they're monsters. If I can go fishing for those in the jetties, holy crap. Plus, we might do some offshore in October. So it's going to be crazy. So, yes, Texas, I love you. Texas, I love the crap out of you. Again, some of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, I'm gonna go through it again. The shout outs to the people in Texas are so underrated and well deserved, and I wish I could say more, but I'm gonna miss people again. I apologize, but Denver McClure, Roland, Clint Edwards, Justin Stiles, Mark Cisneros, great dude, great videographer, awesome person. What's up, baby?
Howdy, y'all.
Just drew a blank now. I'm gonna forget people's names because of that, because I get squirrel syndrome. Chris Castro, Drew and Cora from Texas Redfish Hunter. Make sure you check them out, seriously. Like, go to Texas Redfish Hunter on YouTube and watch some redfish videos. You're gonna see some amazing reds there. And subscribe to his channel. He's got like 22,000 subscribers, but give him a subscribe. I subscribe to his channel and watch like crap load of his videos. He's a really nice guy. Like, him and his girlfriend, amazing people. Hopefully I'm gonna get him in Michigan for the first time they've ever been up here. Geez, now I forgot who I was talking about again, so I'm gonna forget. David, Marskel, screw your name up, sorry, man. Mike Morales, holy crap, dude, you're the best dude ever, you're awesome. Bill Bragman, love you, dude, you're one of the best people in the world. Holton Walker, everybody that was there. Either way, I can't thank everyone enough. I had one of the best trips of my life, one of the best experiences of my life. I spent 10 days doing nothing but running around like crazy, like a madman, spending a crap load of time on the water, and it was amazing. John Bolton said, Robert Field just went fishing for bull reds. It looks like a blast. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Erica John said hi. She said hi. Who had all the pink fingernails in the drink picture you posted? The pink fingernails in the drink picture was... Her name was Destiny. That's Justin Stiles' girlfriend. Apto Outdoors said you're a great roommate. Is that... Who's Apto Outdoors? I can't see your picture because it's this big on here. I don't know YouTube names. Is Apto Outdoors, is that... I think it's Holton. I'm assuming it's Holton Walker. Trish said, hi, Erica. Okay, I thought it was you, Holton. So, Apto Outdoors, I don't know what you have for content, but you guys need to go subscribe to his channel, too, to Apto Outdoors, because Holton Walker is an amazing dude. And, honestly... So, I'm going to tell you a little quick story here. And Holton, I apologize, buddy, but this has to be brought up here. So, we're fishing a private pond on a ranch, the Bella Tierra Ranch in South Texas, and I'm sure he already knows what I'm going to talk about. And he hooked his fish grips on a bass, went to put the fish off the side of the boat so we could get his gear together, and forgot to attach his fish grips to his kayak, which is why you need to go to Yak Gear's website and get yourself a gear leash. So the bass took off with his fish grips. Later on in the day, someone saw the bass jump up with the fish grips. So the fish grips will come off and they will float up. It's not going to harm the fish or anything like that, so don't worry. But just a really funny story. Later that day, he was the only person probably in all of Texas that managed to flip his kayak in a pond because it was half on shore, half in the water, and he stepped on it weird and flipped over. I missed that part, unfortunately, but I got to hear it. So, Holton, I love you, man. Best roommate I could have asked for, too, by the way, because he dealt with me having to watch YouTube and listen to podcasts all night. So, I mean, that dude helped me out with baits, helped me out with fishing, helped me out with anchoring, helped me out with everything. Awesome fishing partner. Me and him fished until almost 1 in the first night we were on the canal fishing for hardheads all night, which is a saltwater catfish. This big, fights like it's this big. Those things are hardheads are no joke. I can catch those all day. Like, I know everybody avoids catfish, but those things are incredible. They fight so hard. They're so much fun to fish for. So yeah, Holton, man, you're the coolest dude, man. I'm so glad I get to hang out with you and spend time with you. So you guys need to head over to Holton's channel, which is Apto Outdoors, APTO Outdoors, and give him a subscribe. Doesn't matter how much content he has on there or what his content is. Give him some support and help him build up his channel so he can get some more content on there. Because that dude deserves it. He's cool, man. And check out Texas Redfish Hunter. Seriously, like, amazing people and very knowledgeable redfishers. Like, they actually separated from our group when we were fishing because they didn't want to interfere with our fishing because they know what they're doing so well. And all of us there's like 10 of us. We're all fishing together, talking. I'm trying to learn from everybody, trying to get as much advice as I can. They come back in and Cora's like my wife size. Like, she's a very like petite girl. And she's like, yeah, I caught a redfish. Like, she wasn't even that excited. Like, it was normal to her. Like, oh yeah, it's just a massive, huge, like, biggest redfish I've ever seen. It's like, blew my mind. But yeah, either way, give all these other guys support, man. Everyone in the YouTube community and the fishing community in general, we got to build each other up because there's no point of growing if you're not growing together. That's what it's all about. Holton just subbed. I'll be checking it out later. Cool. Thanks, Milton, man. Thanks for giving Holton some love. So either way, got back from Texas and it's weird. It's really weird. Like, coming back to the snow and the cold weather, and like, I can't go out fishing right away because the water temps are still in the 40s, and it's like, it's just crappy out. It's like, I really do miss being able to walk out the back door of the house and just throw a line in the canal, and it's like 65 degrees at night, and it's beautiful out. And even though the mosquitoes sucked, it was just every day just spending time on the salt water. It's incredible. Trish said, "What up, Mike? This is the Godlewski." What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? So yeah, Texas was amazing. Holton said he should make a move. I could never live in Texas. I couldn't handle it. Like, you heard me whine. Like, I whined like a little girl about, I don't want to get in the salt water because I was afraid of everything. I didn't want to deal with the heat. It sucked. I didn't want to paddle 10 miles because I'm not used to it. It was hard. I'm not conditioned like these guys are. I didn't want to use live bait because I don't like hooking live. I don't like seeing a live animal get stabbed with a hook. I'm weird about that, I guess. I don't want to clean my own fish because I don't want to stab a fish even if it was dead already. So yeah, I whined a lot about that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I could handle Texas. I'm not going to lie. I'm not ashamed. I have no problem admitting that. I consider myself a pretty manly man in Michigan. I love outdoor stuff. I can handle 20 below weather, and I don't whine about the cold. I don't whine about the Michigan weather at all. Texas is tough, man. You guys are solid. South Texas doesn't have gluten-free stuff. That's another thing too. A lot of Mexican restaurants have corn, so corn stuff is fine. A lot of stuff is good. The other bad part though is most of Texas, they don't cater to gluten-free. Like, it's not a yuppie town. It's a tough town, like I said. So if you have stomach issues, it's not really. I mean, they have a lot of food, but yeah. Don't worry, Michigan is going to be great in a few weeks, Bill said. Yeah, it will be great in a few weeks. I'll be in Minnesota. I just booked my trip today. I'll be in Minnesota the last weekend of April. So in like a week and a half, I'll be in Minnesota. And from what I heard, there's still ice in Minnesota. So I might ice fish in Minnesota. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'm going to have time, but I might do some Minnesota fishing. Chuck said, wait till you hook a gator. Yeah, I didn't see any gators in Texas. I saw a lot of scary animals, but no gators. I'm hoping to get my first gator in Florida this year.
I think my burrito weighs more than cedar.
Your burrito weighs more than cedar? Oh my, let me see this thing.
I just put sour cream on it so it doesn't look as
Oh my. So Erica just got a burrito.
A wet burrito.
A wet burrito, and it's very wet, from this Mexican restaurant by us. Look at this thing.
I'm not going to eat that in one sitting. That's going to be like 3 meals.
This is 3 days. Like, look at the size of that burrito. Like, that is no joke. Look at that thing. This thing weighs like 5 pounds.
I should have got like a mini burrito.
Like a micro mini, like a half.
It's like $12 for that thing,
like,
too.
Look at the bottom of it. Like, at the bottom of it is like, jeez.
Yeah. Well, your nachos are almost as heavy.
Oh. You know whose they are?
Yours.
Nachos. I tried. Hey, Milton said hi. John Bolton said hi earlier. Trish said hi.
Hi, Trish. Hi, John. Hi, Milton.
John said there's lunch for tomorrow at work.
Oh, yeah. If I keep this girl work, we're going to kill me.
Yeah, that's true. Trish said, let me know when you want to do the Brainerd, Minnesota. What's Brainerd, Minnesota? Chuck said, where you go for that? That's La Fonda Mexican restaurant. It's the closest one we could find that was like somewhat authentic. It's nothing. It would be a shame to call anything in Michigan authentic Mexican because South Texas is legit. So either way, that's Texas for you. I could talk about Texas for another 10 hours, but I just did it for 41 minutes, so we're going to settle for that. Again, if anybody wants to get these bad boys, you can get them with my logo on them, or you can get any logo you want, or you can get my logo on one and this one on the other one. But message me and I'll give you this guy's info. So message me on Bassquatch Hunter on Facebook. Trish said $150,000 ice fishing extravaganza. Holy crap. I've heard of that actually. It's $150,000 for ice fishing tournament. I'm in. Even though I'm not the best at ice fishing, but if I have you guys with me, I'll be better because you guys are a lot more versed in ice fishing than I am. Being from Wisconsin and all. Yeah, moving on from Texas. So now I got this weekend in a couple days. I'm supposed to be on the west side of the state, 3 hours away, which, like I said, if I can compete in the tournament, I will, but I'm not really going to be competition for anybody because I've never seen this body of water. I am not prepared at all. I have 3 days to get my gear together, which is all in suitcases right now, so I doubt it's going to be ready to go, but I might wing it and try to just be in the tournament for fun. Or I might just show up the day of the tournament and be there for the awards ceremony and then drive 3 hours back home just so I can say hi to everyone. Milton said to fight the fish down there in saltwater, you have to change up your gear or size at all. Yes, so sort of. I used my 7-foot medium heavy FX rod, 2 of them, with the saver retrieval devices on them in case I went overboard, which I didn't even come close to doing. I was way over prepared for that. And then I had a 6'6" medium rod, also my FX extreme rod, and I caught 3 really big trout on my 6'6" rod with no problem. I put 20-pound braid on one rod. I used 10-pound braid on my other 2 rods with no leaders, just straight braid, and I didn't snap off at all, except the one pole I had a mono leader on, a 15 or 25-pound mono leader, and that's the one I snapped off my big trout. But I never had a problem with anything else. I used my normal reels, rods, everything. I just washed everything off afterwards with fresh water, and it was all perfectly fine. Wisconsin is colder. Michigan is like northern Florida. It's not. Wisconsin is colder, but Michigan is no joke either. Guy, let's keep fishing. What is up? Got my phone back. I was Trish Mike for a minute. So next trip is this weekend, a couple days. I'll be going to the west side over by Lake Michigan. I might be in the tournament. I might just be there to see the tournament and present an award. It might be both. I'm not sure yet. And then 5 days later, I'm going to head to Minnesota for 3 days to do a big seminar at Gander Outdoors. And then I'll be home for I don't know how long. I have another trip coming up to North Carolina, which I'm trying to figure out still. Then I have iCast and a Florida fishing trip at the same time in July. Hopefully I got some filming in Tennessee coming up very soon too. But lots of big stuff coming on, so stay tuned to the channel, guys. I'm working on the vlog. I have a full 64 gigabyte card full of footage for my vlog. So I have a lot. I mean, I've never had a vlog this big because it's 10 days. It's 10 days straight of vlogging all day. So, John Bolton, I actually have talked to Monster Mike. It's cool because he used to do MMA. I used to do MMA. So you'll see something, don't worry. This vlog is going to be massive. I apologize ahead of time. It's going to be a lot longer than normal for a vlog, but it's 10 days. So you have 10 days of vlog footage that I have to go through still and edit and color correct and sound edit. It's going to take me a little bit here. I started working on it all day today, and it's just been exhausting. And I still have probably 6 other cards to go through. More than that probably for my other videos. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel right here, and make sure you watch for the vlog and the other footage coming to you. I got some amazing stuff of all my Railblaze and Yak Gear stuff, the Feel Free kayaks, and honestly, thank goodness I had my Feel Free overdrive down there, because if I didn't have pedals down there, I had to paddle a lot, but if I had to paddle all the time, I would have been screwed. So the pedal drive from Feel Free literally saved my butt, literally. I had the motor hooked up on the overdrive for a day, which, holy crap, I cannot wait to hook that up in my Dorado, because the motor is amazing. It's not made to be whisper quiet before everyone starts hating on how loud it is. It's not made to be a whisper quiet trolling motor so you can sneak up on fish for some reason. This motor is just a badass motor designed to get you from point A to point B, and from point B back to point A as fast and as easy as possible. So that is what it's for. It's not to be stealth and quiet, because you don't need to fish around a spot with a motor. That's not how you kayak. You use this to get you to your spot so you can get there quick. Then you can use your pedals or your paddle to get you around your fishing spots. Then when you're done for the whole day and you're tired and you're worn out, you just sit back, put your feet up, hit the button on your remote, and it just goes right back to shore. So the overdrive from Feel Free was incredible. I used the 13.5 the whole time, and it was beyond stable. I was standing up in 35-mile-an-hour winds. I was standing up in it, so it was incredible. Mike and everyone on here, I have a post coming out in the next few days. Keep an eye out for it. Think you guys will like it. Yes, so stay tuned to Milton's Facebook page, guys, because he's going to make a post. I'm sure he'll share other places too, for something he has coming up that has to do with my channel. Would his biggest sheep head be a sheep squatch? Yes, it would. I guess it would be a sheep squatch. So either way, guys, if you haven't seen my Facebook page and all the pictures I posted of the trip, please go to the Mike McKinstry Facebook page, or the Bassquatch _hunter on Instagram, and look at all of the pictures from the trip. I posted 2 big albums on the Bassquatch Hunter TV Facebook page. If you go to the Bassquatch Hunter TV Facebook page, there is a part 1 and a part 2 of a recap of all the pictures I took from Texas that I thought were the best ones, at least. So you can go through those albums and see the whole trip in video or in a picture format. Then the vlog is going to be awesome. The vlog is going to make you feel like you were there with me every single step of the way. So that way you can literally immerse yourself in the whole experience. The vlog should be done in the next couple days. I'm trying really hard to finish it before Friday, because I have a huge obligation Friday, and I'm trying to get out of that so I can go to the tournament. I'm not sure what did I say when I froze? I don't know when I froze, because I didn't freeze on my end. All I was saying was the vlog is going to be amazing, I hope, and you guys need to check out the vlog when it's done. It's a lot of footage because 10 days of vlogging. Milton is posting something on his page and probably other places, I'm assuming. He's going to be doing something really cool that's tied in with my channel. So make sure you guys watch for Milton's post, and make sure you guys at least give it a thumbs up, so we know that you saw it. But what was I saying before I froze, John? Like, what was I leading into before I froze? That way I know what I was kind of leading into when I froze. I don't know what I said either, because I didn't freeze on my end. Either way, check out Milton's page when he posts. He's going to post something soon, I'm assuming. So go to his page and check it out. After that, I was talking about the vlog coming up. It's going to be awesome. It'll feel like you're right there with me. You can be completely in my experience, because I vlogged a lot, and I vlogged every single step of the way. So you'll see me on the ferry every day, taking the truck across from Port Aransas. You'll see me at Corpus Christi. You'll see me at Fin Factory. You'll see me on the water. You'll see me catching some fish. You'll see some cool animals. You'll see some dogs. You'll see some fun behind the scenes stuff, some cooking. You're going to see every part, the heated pool at the house. You're going to see a lot of cool behind the scenes footage that'll make you feel like you were there with me. So Either way, thank you guys for sticking around, and thank you guys for checking everything out. Make sure you guys message me if you want to buy your tumbler. It doesn't have to be a Bassquatch Hunter TV tumbler, by the way. He makes any custom tumbler you want. He'll have his laser engraved any logo you want. So message me and I'll give you his info. Check out Built to Fish on Facebook. This is my buddy Ron Champion's clothing line. So check out Built to Fish. There's some really cool stuff. I have a really nice hat from him too. But yeah, the lid is a slider lid. It's a clear slider lid, so it doesn't spill. The mugs, I don't know the price of. I'm gonna be honest with you, because they all change. Like if you want more than one color instead of just solid black, he can do like a mixture of colors. The same guy that made my green, black, and white one. It was a 30-ounce tumbler with 2 logos on it. That one was $45, and that had my logo. It had the Feel Free logo, and it was 3 colors, and it was a bigger tumbler, and that was $45. So I don't know the price on these yet, but I'll find out. I will. So if you're interested in one and you have my logo on it, then I'll see what we can figure out. How long does it keep coffee hot? Well, it was warm, not hot, when I put it in here, and it's still warm. They're very comparable to all my other ones that I have. They're all different brands. I don't even know what brand this one is, but they're all comparable. But if it's my logo, I'm going to talk to them about doing them a little bit cheaper so you guys can get a discount through me. And if it's a different logo, any logo you want, then that's between you and him. I in no way make any money from these at all. This is just my way of helping this dude out because he made me some awesome mugs and that I paid for because I'm a great, happy customer. But either way, check out Built to Fish. Check out, message me if you want these. Check out Milton's page in a little bit. Here's going to make a post with something that has to do with my channel. And check out my YouTube channel, obviously. You're already on it. Go through and watch some videos. Comment on them. Share them. Watch some new stuff. I'll be posting a lot more videos coming up. As soon as the weather here warms up, finally, I can start doing more filming again. But I'll be doing a really short vlog from Minnesota in 2 weeks. And I'll probably be vlogging at the tournament this weekend too. So I'll have a lot of footage. I'm trying to share as much as I can with you guys. So either way, thanks for watching everything, guys. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on the water. And thank you, John and Milton, both for donating. And I'll talk to you guys soon. So John just said, once you go yak, you never go back. I do want to say something. I saw a shirt in Texas that I really wanted to get, but I just couldn't bring myself to doing it. But it says, I like to yak off. It's pretty funny. I might take that and put it on a sticker. Either way, thank you guys. I love you guys. Best fans in the world. I don't care what anybody else on YouTube says. All of you guys are the best that you could ever ask for. The support, everything you guys do. You guys are all like family to me. At least friends, if not family. But most of you guys are like family to me. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Watch some videos. Let's share some videos. Let's get 2,000 subscribers to my channel. We're almost there. We're almost to 1,900. Let's get to 2,000 before the season starts actually kicking off. Talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on the water, and I'll see you guys. I'll be doing some live video coverage on Facebook and on YouTube from the tournament this weekend. So, peace. Recommended video to watch. Today I'm going to tell you, watch 2 videos. The muskie video where my wife caught her first muskie because I love seeing my wife happy and I love seeing her catch a muskie. Second video I want you to watch. Here's an oldie but a goodie. Watch one of the videos I did with Gene Jensen because those were awesome videos. I edited the crap out of those. There's 2 videos I did with Gene Jensen. Watch those, comment on them, share them, like them, get on there. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys. Love you all.